Yeah, I started off as a drummer, then became a guitarist, thought I could sing, then started off a band called Ezra, did gospel music, realized I can't make a living out of it because nobody really paid back then for playing gospel music. So I needed a band, and that's where 2Forty2 comes alive. Since 2008, from 2008 to 2012, we just did concerts, and there were some members of the band from 2008, which is actually Nigel.
When I first met Billy, it was in church. Like, we used to like jam together and all. He had a knowledge of every instrument, so like seeing that for me was like, wow, this guy can play like all these instruments without any problems. We had a rock band called Ezra, which was at that time it was not, there was no crowd for rock music, and yeah, so that's how we first met.
And then in 2012, I did a Billy Fernando live in concert. Thereafter, because I had done some singles as well, and in that Bonjo joins the band, because actually the drummer who used to play with me, he suddenly said, I can't make it for this concert, so that was not the best news. So I just went to Bonjo, and at home I said, you can't say no, and he was like, what? He was like, no, I'm not going to play the concert. I said, Bonjo, please get in there, please learn the songs you are playing.
So Billy came, I still can him in house boiler coming. He's just like, Matang, you have to play this concert. So I was really scared. The first practice was a really bad practice where the drum set, the first tom was removed because I was playing only one break for the whole concert. So that's how I started. Yeah, 2Forty2 is a part of my life.
So the first two members would be Nigel and Bonjo. There were many others. Actually, Siobhan Rajasekhar, he's now a pilot. So the guy plays when he has leave.
Bonjo was my friend from school days, and we started a band initially, a band called Billy's Jeep, and through that context only I met Billy. And initially I joined the band, that band is called Gedara Partiyak. It was called House Party. No, the actual name was Party House. So that's how I met Billy, and ever since I'm still playing with Billy, and now it's 2Forty2. It has been a wonderful journey.
That was the inception of 2Forty2, I would say, at the 2012 concert, and thereafter one by one started adding. We had a few members coming in and going out. We had Chamal Fernando playing bass, we had Shivi Fernando who played bass again. Then we also had some vocalists who joined in. We had Brenda Mendes who sang with us for some time. We had Gloria Hevapata. Then we had my sister who is Rosette Fernando. So this was then not 2Forty2, but this was Billy's band playing here and there. So 2014-15, we get actually Johan Ranmutugala as our bassist, Sitara Fonseca as our keyboardist, and then Stefani used to sing with us. She was in from the 2012 concert itself, but she was mostly doing our events. She was like our events coordinator, and then when there was no girl around, she gets on stage and sings some songs. Then Steph went to Dubai, and we fell into a crisis of no female singer. And then there was this girl calling up, all the time, calling actually one of my friends called Jananath Paragagore, saying, Nani, I really like to sing in a band. And that kind of, just kidding.
And the truth is, Billy says, that he had no option but to take me. Think man nathu itin ee concept එක ගහ ගන්න බැරි scene එකක් තිබ්බේ. There was a concert the very next day. No, not that. So I called him up, and the very next day he said that there's a big concert, and I was like, oh my god, Stein Studio concert. And I was like, how am I going to do it? But sweet enough to take me in and give it a try, and I think it went very well. So yeah, it was fun stuff, and it's been almost 4 years ever since.
Ruchika first joined, I mean, she had the confidence of like anyone on stage. I mean, that's a good thing actually, but for that day it was a good thing. I can remember still like how she came up to stage. Look, in a scene like mic, what's the key of the song. But yeah, but she was a brilliant person to have with us, to come on board. Yes.
Experience, more than experience, I'm learning a lot. Naya besides me gives me more confidence as well, and I love to play with him. So what I enjoy most is headbanging and dancing on stage and having fun.
වෙන බෑන්ඩ්ස් වල කියද්දී අර මියුසිකල් පැත්ත කියන්නේ ගොඩක් ඉගෙන ගත්තට ආසාවෙන් කියන්නේ පිස්සුව තිබ්බට මියුසික් කරන්න මෙතනට ආපුවම මියුසික් වල දැකලා නැති පැති ලොකු ගැඹුරු තැන් වලට යන්න හම්බුණා. ඉතින් arrangement ද musically ගොඩක් දියුණු වුණා. කියන්නේ එක්තරා පැත්තකින් ගත්තොත් මට බෑන්ඩ් එක මියුසිකල් විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයක් වගේ සීන් එකක් තියෙනවා. මම 2Forty2 එක ප්ලේ කරන්න කැමැතිම म्यूजिकल स्टाइल එක තමයි රෙගේ. බේසිස් කෙනෙක්ට එන්ජොයි කරන්න පුළුවන් ස්ටයිල් එකක් ජෝනර් එකක් තමයි රෙගේ කියන්නේ. ඉතින් අපේ බෑන්ඩ් එකෙත් රෙගේ හොඳට ප්ලේ කරන්න පුළුවන් කට්ටිය ඉන්නේ. ඉතින් මම ගොඩාක් ඒක රස විඳිනවා රෙගේ ප්ලේ කරන එක බෑන්ඩ් එකත් එක්ක.
Stefani introduced me to 2Forty2. I think I've been friends with her for about 10-15 years. I think in 2018 she asked me, and I just thought, okay, why not give it a go? And that's how I joined 2Forty2. I think being in 2Forty2 itself has changed things a lot for me, and now I quite enjoy it. Being around everybody in the band has made it a wonderful experience.
The most trouble I've ever got into is having a female vocalist in the band. Probably maybe I'll get into cooking because I like to create. So some kind, even if it's like a kiri hodda, I'd like to make it a little different and be happy if people like the taste of it. So yeah, maybe a cook. How did the name 2Forty2 come? Yeah, there was a period that we didn't have a name for the band, and we were thinking of different names, and we thought, okay, you know what, let's just write down some names. So I came up with some, Nigel came up with some names, and after that we kind of cut and chopped and came to this five names that we could name ourselves. We didn't want to fit into a particular genre of music. We didn't want to sound like a rock band or a jazz band or an oriental band or a western band. So there were many names. I remember there was one name, something like chocolate and milkshake and all these weird names, yeah. And then I thought, a number would do well. So we came up with these different numbers, different combinations, and then we thought, okay, this 3 numbers, and we went through many numbers. You can go through many numbers. So 242 had a nice ring to it, but later on we fixed actually a meaning to this, because it's all time signatures, musical time signatures, like 2, 4, 4, 4, 6, 8. All of these are made with most of the time signatures are made out of these 3 numbers. Yeah, so we are after a very bad period of COVID-19. So we were at home for the past 4-5 months, but now things are getting there. So a few concerts aligned for the next, maybe from September onwards. But the biggest news from our end is we are releasing our album first week September. And that album title is Bajauva, just like the song that we have released in the recent past. And this album is going to be entitled of very different music to what 242 has done all these years. So yeah, fingers crossed, and yeah, let's see. Doing different music in this country is not the easiest, but if you want to do something for this nation, you have to get stoned with all kind of negative comments, just like our YouTube channel, and go ahead doing what you're doing. So musicians out there who think you can't make it in Sri Lanka, you can't make Sri Lanka, well, in that case we would have not been here as well. So keep on doing good music, and don't let go, don't go with the flow, but do something different.
Trouble, no? This question. Okay. Favorite boy can I think? My goodness. Okay, now this person is going to be very happy about this, and I hope to get some dessert or some type of treat for saying the name. I would say Bonjo. Bonjo tamai mata nang hitane idare, because like so annoying, to be honest, super annoying. Bonjo, super annoying, but he think crazy cool person. So I would say Bonjo is most fun, favorite person in the band. Best thing about Billy, musician okkom pattaka tibbot. I would say obviously those are things that none of us could even say anything about musicianship wise. I have no say anyways. But person wise, such a good friend. Always there whenever you need someone. That if you don't have somebody, he's the first person I would go to, because I have 2 brothers in my family, and definitely another brother to me.
My name is Heshan. Yeah, I'm freaked out. I'm major. I'm sugar. Nagala diabetes level.
I wasn't ready.
Okay, leave it.
When you have to play for your brother, ekama gedara inno koda poda awul na.
Oh yeah, money. Actually, yeah.